Okay, so today I'm going to talk about my top five reasons why you should buy a Nintendo Switch. I know it isn't out yet, so um, my opinion is pretty much based on what we know or what the press conference told us. Maybe rumors as well, but I really was thinking about getting a Switch myself personally, but because the pre-orders sold out very quickly before I can make my decision, I wasn't able to get one. So I thought about it long and hard to list five reasons why I would want to buy one. That way, it'll help other people out that are on the edge. And maybe, once the Switch does actually come out, there might be more stock than they initially thought. So more people will get them. But here are my top five reasons why I think someone should get one. So reason five is that the Switch does two things right that I like really well. They use micro SD cards as their storage space, which is great because micro SD cards are very cheap, easy to get. People already have a bunch of them laying around probably. So if your Switch runs out of storage, you could easily just pick one of these up or use one that you already have existing. Because the Switch only has 32 gigabytes of internal storage, I believe. Another thing that the Switch also has is USB Type C. So this is another port that some of my people might have as well. Or I mean, you easily buy any USB Type C cord and it will work with the Switch, which is great because these two components here is massively produced. It's not like the Nintendo 3DS where they have Nintendo specific chargers, which kind of sucks because you have to buy their charger, or like the Vita or the PSP, you have to buy Sony's memory card, which is not good because they charge arm and leg for those memory cards. But it's just nice to know that if you run out of space, you could easily buy a micro SD card or a USB Type C to charge your device. Reason four is that Nintendo in their presentation for the Switch, their main thing that they focused on was not only the games they're releasing at launch, but what they have for the future. So for people, on the borderline, should they invest money into this unit? I think they should because it's a good investment because in the future, what Nintendo does show is that they have their first party titles are going to be very strong. Their main focus during that presentation was all the first party games that they have, and they're not going to hold anything back. The releasing was Zelda Breath of Wind, which is probably going to be an amazing game. Then they're going to have Mario, they're going to have ARMS, which looks pretty cool as well. They're going to have Splatoon 2 in the summer, which is great. And I think during the holiday season, which is gonna make everyone really, 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 really want to get a Switch, is that Mario Odyssey game. That looks really good as well. I think during E3 they might announce even more games that make when people want to buy the device, which is great. But they have a really strong first party lineup, and from what they're saying, the third party lineup looks pretty good as well. So the Switch looks like it's gonna have a bunch of good games coming out in the future. Maybe not at launch, but in the future, definitely. Here's some pictures of the games: Splatoon, Mario Kart, Arms. Pretty good games. They all, so and their reason why I think people should get the Switch is that it's Nintendo's biggest target is multiplayer, not only online multiplayer but social multiplayer. So I love the Switch, the fact that you can turn the controllers into two different controllers. So imagine if you're playing a game by yourself, then maybe your sibling comes in or a friend comes over, you could easily just give them the other controller and they could play too as well. So this really, you know, drives the two-player social aspect of the system, which in our society right now, anyways, with our cell phones, Facebook, social media, really puts a wall between all of us. The Switch kind of breaks that wall and makes us talk to each other again, play games together, and I love how Nintendo's doing that. Being that the Switch controllers can be turned into two controllers, I imagine all the developers that develop for this system will have a gaming feature with that in mind, which is great because I would love to be able to play my Switch by myself. Then if my girlfriend or my brother happens to come in, or even a friend comes over, I could easily just hand another controller and we can just play a game together, which is great. A second reason to get the Switch is that many people I think overlook this is that the system is actually a tablet too. So not only can you play games on the system, I'm hoping Nintendo allows the App Store in, just like the 3DS, and I think the Wii U, the Wii, they let Netflix in this system, the application. I imagine being that this is a tablet, there might even have more apps in, which is great because not only are you getting a portable gaming system with controllers, you're also getting another tablet to watch movies on, um, possibly other apps like your iPhone, which is a great potential for the Switch. But I mean, I imagine they'll have Netflix, which is what most people watch their media on anyways. So another great device to be able to watch video on. The final reason to get a Switch is that this is pretty much like the ultimate hybrid system. I mean, when I was a little kid with my little Game Boy Color, and I saw my cousin playing this Nintendo 64, I wish that my Game Boy Color was that. Now that the system comes out, that wish is fulfilled for like most people. It's great because it's not only when you buy the Switch you're getting a portable unit, you're also getting a gaming unit at home as well. So it does a lot for what it is. I know it costs $300, but imagine buying a PS3 and a 3DS or a Vita or a tablet to play games on. They both cost more than what the Switch is, and being that the games are all uniform or one game that you can pretty much play at home, continue off somewhere else, or play at home. If you travel, bring it with you. This is a great idea. On top of that, they also have the little kickstand mode, which I think is really smart because I imagine that holding that system might be a little heavy, so you could easily turn into a kickstand and use a controller separately, which is great because uh, I wish my phone had that feature because I'm tired of holding it sometimes to watch videos. Um, I think the Switch for what it gives you, it's this is the biggest selling point of it, and I imagine people should not overlook this. That the fact that you could bring it with you, it's gonna change the gaming world. I hope if Nintendo releases enough games, but these are my top five reasons why I think someone should get a Switch. If not beginning of launch, I think eventually, once the games are there. But I really support the Switch. Thanks for watching. Please leave comments or your criticism, what you think your top fives are. Thank you.